Hello and welcome to MW4 Vengeance. This is going to be a very interesting playthrough because this is the game that introduced me to Battletech and MechWarrior. It came out in the year 2000, 16 years ago, and I remember playing this a whole bunch when I was much younger. I'm just excited to play through it on the channel now with people that are interested in watching me play. So, I have set up a account here, Kanajashi. I'm putting it on, you can't see it here, but I'm on Veteran. Not the highest difficulty, but not the lowest, because I did some experimenting with it and just, you set it on the highest one. The enemies are just aimbots, practically. They just core out your CT. So, we're playing it on okay difficulty. But first, let us watch the intro cinematic.
Touching down. We have heavy casualties. Enemy units still moving in on the pallet. Please advise.
Hold your position, 4-1. We're mobilizing palace defenses, but we need time to evacuate the royal family.
Roger, Command. We'll do our best. Who the hell are they?
Alert! The palace is under attack. All units, man your stations. Mech warriors who are cleared to mobilize and engage at them. Gunnery crews who are authorized to fire at incoming hostiles. Area, back palace personnel to Rally Point Echo immediately.
We've got these 4 lenses up the wall. Support units. Looks mostly like LRM launches.
Sigma Lead, this is Sigma 2. Any idea what we're up against?
Well-equipped strike forces. Probably the 5th Donegal.
That's my old unit. Why would our own forces attack us?
It was inevitable. Everything has changed. Sigma Lance, form up on my lead. Central Guard is Sigma Lance leader. We're moving out.
We have the royal family aboard. We can't lift off until those SAM launchers are taken out.
Incoming LRMs, get clear. Look out! Get out of the hangar!
Get a track of those damn launchers.
I got track!
Take them out!
Impact!
Nice shot, Sig 2. All right, on my mark. We break off and head for the central courtyard.
We'll go back and try to regroup.
Incoming!
Activate AMS!
Sir! I got missiles
Eject!
coming in and out
Eject!
right now! Oh my...
Sig 2, this is Lance leader. Do you read? Karis, can you hear me? Central Guard is Sigma leader. What's your status? Command, this is Sigma leader. I've lost contact with Central Guard. Any receiving unit. I have contact with main enemy force inside central courtyard. I'll delay them here as long as I can.
Okay, so that opening cinematic, that is intense. That one cinematic was the thing that solidified the most cool mech for me back when this game was being played, was the Mad Dog, or as it's known in here, the Vulture. So that was when I just got so excited when I heard the Mad Dog was coming to MechWarrior Online. I was just like, oh my god. It was because of this game. But we're going to get into the campaign here. So we're just getting everything set up, so there's going to be another cinematic as we move into the campaign.
My son, I wish these did not have to be my final words to you. I must try to make up for years and only a few minutes while this message can still be sent. I've often regretted the words that I spoke when I sent you away. I don't want them to be the last that you hear from me. I was acting as a duke, not a father. I feared you'd bring dishonor to the family name. I was wrong. You may have thought yourself forgotten, but you've never been far from my thoughts. I've followed your deeds in the clan wars. You have done nothing but bring honor to your name and made me proud to be your father. If you could find it within yourself to forgive me, I'd hope to ask you to return home. Now there's no time, because I stood against Katrina Steiner when she betrayed her promises and seized control of the Commonwealth. Our world is to be made an example to the dukes who stood with me in resisting her. They're seizing Cantares. They've sent a strike force. It's only a matter of time before they breach the castle defenses. Your brothers, your sister. By the time you get this, I'm sure that we'll all be dead. Stay away from Cantares, Ian. Your Uncle Peter commands in the 4th Davian Guard off the planet. As long as he takes no action against her, Katrina won't risk moving against him. Go to him, live on, and bear our name proudly. My son, I have always loved you, and I am very, very proud of the man that you have become. Goodbye.
Did you find the bodies? Do we know for certain they're all dead?
Steiner executed everyone at the castle who survived the initial attack. We don't know where they're buried. We don't believe anyone escaped. I know what you must be feeling, Ian. But your father's wishes were always for honor and justice, never for revenge.
Justice? My family's been killed, Peter. All but you. Whoever killed them deserves to be dead too.
But we've more important tasks first. We have to break Steiner's grip on Cantares 4, then remove your cousin William from the throne and restore legal rule.
William.
He's only a puppet, Ian. Steiner controls your homeworld. Our forces are small, but if we show the people they can fight back, I know they'll join with us and free Cantares. So, if you're your father's son, you'll get suited up. Our first strike must be now, before they discover we're here.
Alright, so as with the name of the game, we are on a quest for vengeance. We are part of the royal family, and an opposing faction has attacked and killed our entire family. All but us and our uncle. Oh, we're going to have to get back at them. But let's give a little bit of context of where this fight is actually taking place. I'm going to cut away here to the MechWarrior Online faction warfare map. And this battle is taking place on and around Cantares 4. So, zooming in right now, and here is Cantares 4. It's just inside of Davion land. Dev space. It's not really land. But, yeah. So, that's the context of what we're doing. That's where and what we're doing. And now let's go and actually do it. First thing I'm going to do here is pop into the mech lab as... Oh my. That's a bug if I don't set a certain thing to limit my frame rate here. I'll fix that for next time. But, yeah. That's because I got like 200 frames per second, and that is what happens when you tie animations to your frame rate. They go weird. But anyway, what we need to do is take off these machine guns, because I've tried it several times with the machine guns, and they're far too loud. Like, every single time I do it, it's just like blasting in my eardrums. I can never get the setup right on afterwards, so that the audio balance is good. And so we're gonna just get rid of them, because I just basically can't use machine guns in this playthrough. But that's alright. But let's start here with Operation 1, Mission 1. Destroy enemy communications relay. Our rebellion starts here. We're going to raid and destroy the key component of the Steiner communications net. Enemy forces are light and resistance should be minimal. Destroy the 3 communication relay stations and the Steiner communications will be cut off from Kentares 4. And let's head on in. And you can see here we've got some map of the area, information points, nav points, and where we're being dropped. So get a little bit of intel before we go in and launch.
Gentlemen, we're about to start a war. Ahead of us is the main comm relay station. It's lightly defended and should be a piece of cake. Destroy it, and all Steiner communications with Kentares 4 are cut off. Expect light point defenses only. Move in fast and vaporize everything that isn't a rock.
Except each other, that is.
Yes, except each other. Ian, your lance mate on this mission is Casey Knowles. You'll learn to ignore him. The rest of us do. Casey, the Shadowcat to your right is my nephew, and your future Duke. Try to show him more respect than you do me.
Don't think that will be a problem, sir.
Those towers are the communication relays. We better take them out first. It may take heavier weapons to bring them down. Let's move out.
Throttle full, weapons
Alright, we've got control here. I have set most of my settings to be basically the same as you would play in MechWarrior Online, so it should be fairly similar. Just gotta get used to how the mech feels. Okay, so it seems a little sluggish. How can I say it? It's just jerky compared to what you're used to in MWO, where everything is fairly smooth. You know, it's just these little jumpy bits. But, oh well. I'll get used to it eventually. But this mission should be fairly easy, because it's just a group of half-tracks and APCs and stuff like that. Nothing to worry about. We've got our Shadowcat, which comes with some decent clan technology right off the start. Oh, incoming missiles. Oh, took a hit there. But should be fairly easy.
Target destroyed.
Nice warm-up tutorial mission
Target
that I don't
destroyed.
know if it's possible to fail.
Omega Lance, we show vehicles moving
Yeah, so this is going to be a really interesting playthrough, because
Roger that, Control.
it's going to show, of course, you know, this is an actual game that's been made in the past, but I just imagining it as if, you know, this was a MechWarrior Online
Target destroyed.
single-player campaign. Oh, it would be so interesting.
Target
There
destroyed.
will be, of course, comparisons to what MechWarrior Online has, how the different games do different systems. There'll be some sort of those retrospectives of my history playing this game. But I will try to keep it mainly about this game as I play it, for people that are interested in just it. But just got a couple more targets here. A Swift Wind, a very light scout vehicle.
Target destroyed.
There you go. Silly little Swift Wind. I gotta get used to these controls, man.
Target destroyed.
Plus, we can go into our third person if we wanted to. It's actually a pretty usable third person. As, oh, this transport vehicle's getting away. Well, we can't let that. We gotta go chase after it. It's very usable, because if you know in MechWarrior Online, if you're in third person and you have a ridge like this, and you try to pan up it with your aimer will jump, because the raycasting for the targeter is coming from your mech's eye instead of coming from the camera position. So, got it.
Destroyed.
That is one thing that this game does, I think, better than MechWarrior Online. Of course, they wanted to have it so that, like, you wouldn't be able to
We have to get those comm towers
see
down.
it something
Now.
over a ridge and then shoot at it over a ridge with the third-person view. But it does make that the reticule very, very difficult to
That's one.
lock onto your target. Or here, it's actually quite easy. Where we just need to drop these towers, and we'll be done this first mission. Easy peasy. One more here. Blasting away. And let's do the last little bit here in the sky. Come on, jump jets. Go. No, come on, jump jets. Fly. My mech's not listening to me. Do I have to get a running start? Let's see. There we go.
Target destroyed.
As we take it out and finish the mission.
Good work, gentlemen.
Oh, Steiner, fall down, go boom.
All right, that's it. Good work, everyone. Let's get back to base. Control, this is Omega Lead. Mission accomplished.
Roger, Omega Lead. Return to base heading 175. Omega support, mobilize salvage units and sweep operational area. Window 2 hours, 20 minutes.
Beautiful run. Nothing wakes me up like a little Steiner stomping party.
And that's the end of the first mission. Mission succeeded. And we can see our mech survived. We're ready to go. If we had any lance mates, we can see their statuses here. And any mech we salvages and any component we salvaged. Which here we get an AC-5, which is nice. And we got some medium lasers, which we could possibly use to deck out this Shadowcat that little bit more. But that'll be it for the first episode. And I think I'm going to do the structure of one mission per episode, and this first one will just be a bit longer because it's got all the setup, all the cinematics. The rest of them will be a little bit shorter, probably more like a 10-minute episode, but hopefully I can pump those out more often, as I can just go in, record, easily encode that, and get it uploaded, and maybe get multiple episodes made at one recording session, and therefore have like episode every day or every 2 days sort of thing. But for now, thank you for watching the first episode of MechWarrior 4 Vengeance, and good hunting.